Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Leviathan, the last day of the decade. When we left off last time, all kinds of madness up on the roof. Oh man, we just wanted to go up and talk to Kael. That's all it was. To tell him about all the crazy things that happened yesterday. But then Darina interrupts, Julia interrupts. Well, first we had a crazy conversation with Julia in the stairwell. She's totally on to us. She claims that she doesn't think we're a suspect in killing Mitchell Rader, but I'm not buying it. I think she knows. I think she knows and she wants something, but I don't know what she wants yet. So, up on the roof, there's a big blowout over who's my best friend, and then Lou Otto shows up, except it's not actually Lou Otto. He's some kind of impersonator. There's all kinds of craziness, but we've decided to be buddies, so we're gonna go meet up at the tavern, except for Kael. Tried to convince him to come along. He's not up for it, which is a bummer, because Kael's the one of the friends that we have now that I trust the most. I think he's totally on our side. Darina she's been a friend for years and years and years, so I like her, but she seems like the sort who, I think Kael is the kind of guy who's he's in it with us to the end, no matter what happens, come what may. Darina, I think, would only go so far and then be like, okay, things are getting too crazy here, Bertrand, I'm out. So, I don't know, we'll see. Julia, I don't really like, but I don't know that we can risk offending her at this point. She's a possible danger. And then Lou is just intriguing. I want to know who this guy really is. So, very interesting cast of characters we've got. Alright, classroom doors closed. Can't get back in there. Time to go outside. And I'm really hoping that that hooded character that we saw earlier out here when we were talking to Darina shows up again. I really hope that I didn't blow, like, one and only opportunity to talk to that person. We'll see. Alright. Do we have anything new out here? The girl pretends that she doesn't notice Oliver looking at her. Last time she got really mad at me. I'm not surprised that she's ignoring me. Alright. I don't think we need to talk to the guard, but... Sir? A new tavern. Guard, what is this new tavern everybody's talking about? They say it opened near the archive where an old shop used to be. Sir, go towards the metro, turn left, and you'll see it. Okay, thanks for the help. Anytime, sir. Oh, these guys are still arguing. They don't care about us. Okay, let's take a moment, see if we can call anybody. Ginny? Nope. That's her goofy message. And Kael? He's probably busy since he's not picking up. Can we get more money off his guard? No. Alright. And she's already at the tavern, but... Okay, it's enough of that. So, we could go to the bar. I hope I can go in the metro. Yes, okay, yeah. I know, we gotta meet him at the tavern, but first, is anyone interesting to talk to down here? Don't fidget here, you don't need to attract attention. I only wanted to know what I should do with this plaque you gave me. I don't know, man. The brethren said you'd understand. Helpful. Anything new from you? Hello, dear. Have you ever seen the train from over there? Yes. I've seen it. Aha, then you must know that everything in Leviathan that is great comes from people in heaven. I wish I knew how all that is connected to the train. This metro is an amazing place. Every day, thousands of people go through those doors, spit on the ground, stand on the benches, but no one ever thinks about how all of it was created by super people. Did you know that if you want to walk through all the tunnels on foot, you would be down here for weeks? One subway overseer once told me that. I think I'll go. Anything new from you? Gray-haired man who's hunched over wearing red clothes notices Oliver looking at him and smiles nicely. Hello, young man. You must be an academy student since it's located near here. Are you interested in politics? Sure. I'm interested. I love to talk about politics. Oh, really? Then you probably know what has been going on in the council lately. Of course. Then you know what happened to the Lautners? I've been following the story with great interest. That William is a scoundrel. He's the #1 scoundrel in Christham. I call him the Old Guard. He's always clung to power, and now he won't let it go. This is a true grit, you know. Okay. His brother Alvis was a stupid baby and went to hell. Coincidentally, the Plague King ripped him apart. Wow, this... Okay. The Stilfreys will take the Lautner's place in the council, but old William doesn't want to step down, that's for sure. Rumor has it that William is willing to give his daughter to Nathan Stilfreys in the council. Oh, I wonder if she knows anything about that. I'm not sure which one, but I think it will be Beatrice. He'd never trade his youngest daughter, Dorina. He could never be able to replace that spoiled bitch. Hey now, Dorina's my friend. Even if she is kind of spoiled. I really hope the old man is right. I hope it's not Dorina. I won't tell her about it. It's just rumors anyway. Well, I guess that's the point. Dorina is super impulsive. Who knows what stupid things she'd do in a fit of desperation. Alright, what about this guy? Anything new from you? Is that you, my kind helper? It is indeed. It's me again. You sure you don't know what I should do with this plaque you gave me? No, I don't know, but I believe that the answer will come to you clearly and brightly at the very moment you need it. Just wait. Alright, nothing new there. I want to go talk to my protoprimal buddy. To the White Circle Station! Okay, anything new going on here? Two people standing next to the metro map that's hanging on the wall. Tallman's bowing his head, listening carefully to what the man in red silk clothes is saying. Now, is this the same as before or something new? Let's listen. Oliver listens. My friend, you should figure out what they'll do with her. What and how. No, my job is to hunt. You know you're not correct. You're a government sort of person, right? And this is public service. Maybe you don't have the authority, but why aren't you interested? You should be interested. You must be. The old man in red suddenly notices Oliver. Oh, here we go. Hey, young man, come here. Let me tell you what happened the other day. My neighbor Lucretia has gone completely mad in her old age. She started cursing the Plague King. I know, you told me. I saw what happened, you know. The guards sent me to the bureau, and they sent me here. I told him everything, how she scratched out the monarch's face on the coins with a nail and cursed him, and how she committed all sorts of atrocities. Last night, they arrested Lucretia. Oh, and it's probably your fault, because you're the one ratting out on her. I was sitting there on the balcony, leafing through a book, when I saw how 4 people entered the courtyard and went straight to her door. I went straight to my room, stood by the window, and looked from behind my curtains to see what happened. I'm a cautious man. You're a nosy man. They broke her door down. Pow! You know, with their shoulder? Pow! The door swung open, and they entered. They searched the house, arrested Lucretia, and she stood there with her arms in shackles, all pale looking into my balcony. And why in the world would she do that? Because she knows that it's probably you who told on her. I went outside and walked up to Lucretia. I said that since I've always given her help when she asked, that she should trust me, but she shouldn't. I don't know if she believed me or not, but she looked at me strange. When they took her away, she said something like, "Someone betrayed me." Yeah, you did. That person... Turning to the stranger. Sir, what is your society called again? Society for Eliminating Vice. You see, sir, I heard later that they took and locked her up. They'll figure out what to do later. They gave me money. It's nice to know that they appreciate what you do, but it's not about the money. I'm afraid of one thing, young man. What if they, out of kindness, send her back home? They'll talk to her and then release her. Yeah, and then she'll know, and then what's she gonna do, eh? Is that what you're worried about? Turning to the stranger. You call yourself the Society for Eliminating Vice. That's exactly what we need to do. Educate and eliminate. Well, are you arguing that we should eliminate Lucretia? If a person wants to remain ignorant like her, then we need to use tools like whips, pliers, and other things. This guy is terrible! Wouldn't want to be her. That society will torture and interrogate her. She'll probably admit to anything to alleviate her suffering. Not very many people are willing to endure torture to keep from saying a few words. This is a good point, Oliver. The old man shakes his head in discontent. No, they'll let her out. She's not stupid. She'll make them think she's reformed and understands everything. And once she gets out, she'll be the same as before. The same, I tell you. I'm not a fool, you know. You actually seem to very much be a fool, buddy. The old man becomes silent. Wow. I do like that we've got an update on this ongoing saga here. I really like that. So we have our main story, which was gripping enough, with Oliver and his mother's death, and he's adopted by her murderer. Cool things going on there. And we have the shadow coming into play, Edna, all of that. But I really like all these side things, like Luado. Who is he? Who is this guy really? I really want to know. I don't feel like it's distracting from the main story. It's more like there's so many things catching my attention. There's that. I want to know what the deal with Julia is. Like, is it that she's just pretending to be stupid? Is she genuinely stupid, but then something possesses her that's highly intelligent? What's going on, you know? And then we have this little story, which is just a side drama, and I don't think it's even going to impact us, but I kind of want to follow just to know. I just want to know what happens. Love it. All right. Let's... Anything from you? Hydraulic hissing and whistles heard in the armor. Last month's salary is delayed. People are leaving. No one wants to work here. Well, yeah, if they're not paying you. Hydraulic hissing is heard in the armor. This costume smells of misery and sweat. Huh. I heard that they need workers in the port to fillet fish. Being a worker there is no worse than this. Well, and if they pay you regularly there, go for it. Okay, what I really want to do... What's this? It's a drainage gate made rusty by rain. Can we do something with it? I don't think we could click on that before. Would we have a reason to go down the drainage grate? I want to because I see it there. Alright. Let's find... Hey, friend. Upon seeing Oliver, the fisherman happily nods to him. Now, sir, I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you, too. I want to tell you thank you for the money you gave me yesterday. It's enough for a week or more. Yesterday I told my wife, and she made a pie. She was so happy. It was so sumptuous. I would have brought you some, but my kids ate it. You know what? Yeah, I got more than I need for the horn. You have some more. Take some more money. Your family shouldn't go hungry. Yeah, 5. That's reasonable. If it feeds him for a week, then yeah, you go for it. Thank you, kind sir, thank you. I swear by the Leviathan that I've never met a kinder person. Your deed, young Vertran, is an act of a pure soul. I'll remember it. You can be sure of that. Ooh, pure soul points. Tree. I'm still not used to watching me all the time. I have to go. See you. Have a nice day, sir. I'll always remember your kindness. I'm just glad I could help. Alright. What's this now? It's an old dirty shield that has a lot of cracks and jagged edges. Do you like antiques, or do you just like saving money? I don't really know. The jeweler looks at the shield as if remembering something. I knew a guy named Joe Bezin. He served in the Temple of the Leviathan when he was young. His voice was like the singing of angels. You could hear him a block away. He was no taller than your shoulders, but he was strong as an ox and had a lot of integrity. We lived on the same street. We were neighbors, and sometimes he visited me. I would drink and just talk with him. Once he came over. He was slightly drunk and said that the temple sent him and his brothers up north to capture some shrine from the Carvo beastmen. I lent him that shield. Joe pledged to return it after his journey, but he broke his promise. Did he die? Broke his promise, but here it is. Yeah, it's here. You can have it. Bezin's widow showed up not long ago and said she came to return it. Why is he grinning about that? I asked her what happened to Joe, but she didn't answer. She gave it to me and left. Well, I think we can guess what happened to Joe. Whatever. To hell with her. To hell with that old scoundrel who didn't have the decency to return it himself. Is he maybe actually upset about this, and this is just his odd way of processing his grief? Want the shield? Take it. For 21 gold, it's yours. I won't accept anything less. Although if I was you, I'd buy something newer. Why are you... You need to price your things lower so I can buy all of them. Shield or the horn? Okay, the horn first. I don't want to buy that shield. You don't? That's good. I have another one that's shiny and new. Just look at it. Oh. Jeweler points to a shield laying in the shop window. I don't want that one either. I really want the horn first, but then I actually want, if I'm going to buy a shield, I want the broken shield, because I have a feeling that's, I don't know, there's something about it. It's a polished, shiny shield made of fine steel and covered with a coat of silver. Nice, huh? I forged it all week, used acid to make the embellishments. Do you like it? I think it turned out great and is worth the money I'm asking for it. How much are you asking? Only 43 gold for that wonderful shield. I'll even give you a huge discount on bracelets and necklaces. Do you want it? No, I won't buy it. I have no need for it. I don't have enough money for it. If you don't need it, why are you touching it? You smudged it all up with your dirty fingers. Alright, this horn, though. Oliver again stops in front of the horn laying on the counter. So you came back, Sonny. I knew you'd come. I knew that you need this silly thing more than you think. Remember last time we failed to agree on a price. Price still hasn't changed. Last time we argued and I said it cost 30 gold. You don't think I'm going to back down, do you? There you go. Alright. I'll do it. Here's the money. Agreed, it's yours. You can take it. Give me this horn. It's an oddly curved bugle. 3 gold-plated valves allow me to play a simple melody. Take it. Look at it. The bugle makes a loud, hoarse, miserable sound. Something's not right. The magic bugle shouldn't sound that bad. Maybe it's somehow connected to a certain location in Christown? Still a loud, hoarse, miserable sound. And I'm betting third valve will be as well. Yep. Well, should we take it up on the roof? That seems like a good spot to play it. Alright. Well, I'm really excited we got this, because I'm sure there's going to be something good that comes of it. We're down to only 11 gold, though. That's kind of a problem. Because now I want this scummy shield. I don't care about this fancy-looking one. I think this probably is exactly what I mean, it's just a shield this guy made. It's just a nice shield. And maybe it'd be useful to have, but I feel like this one's got a story behind it. Maybe we could do something more meaningful with it. But we need more money first. Alright, well that's what I really wanted to accomplish here. Well, actually, let's talk to... Just in case, does he know anything about this horn? Okay, same as last time. Oh, happy, but I have to go. That's it. Okay, nothing new there. Muffled. Oh, this was the brothel. That's right. Alright. Back to the metro. Play the horn over here. Eh. Well, we need to get to the tavern still, too. Alright, to the academy. I kind of want to try going up on the... Okay, I gotta take the horn to the roof and see if that's where we... I know, it might not be the case. It might be just a whole lot of wasting time, sidetracked, but... Oh, Lionel's still writing a message. That's fine. Okay. Let's take a look at the horn. Nope. Well, this is not the location. Bummer. There's that dog collar. I'm still nervous to see what's going to happen with that. Alright, this probably, I wouldn't think, is the spot we'll need it. Where do we think a horn would be tied? Over here? By these statues? Maybe. We'll try it, and if it doesn't work, then we'll see about going to the tavern. Ah! Bugle makes a loud hoarse sound, and the bugle on the statue responds. Is there a specific sequence I need to play them in? I bet there is. Whoop. The bugle seems to come alive and plays the last 5 notes. The stone bugler plays its melody. Seems like I have a rather poor ear for music. The melody I played isn't like the one the statue played at all. I need to try again. What did the statue play? Well, what's this? What's the stone one's melody? Okay, stone is warm. Tingling sensation on the tip of its fingers produces strong magic. Oh. Okay. That's what we need. Nope, that's not next. Let's start over. No? Alright, I gotta listen to this one again. Okay. So, let's hear it again. Alright, so we start with the lowest. Oh, not this thing. Get out of here. Nope. Okay. That one's higher than the last one. And I think that's the lowest. Okay. Took me forever, but I think I got it now. Ah, I did it! Looks like the bugler played that exact melody. I need to look at the bugle on the statue to see what's there. Okay. So what is in this box? There's definitely something there. A small box falls into Oliver's hands. What is it? Let's look. A small shiny box made from thin small metal plates and decorated with polished dull purple stones. Inspect it. The box is made of many pieces, and all of them are buttons. Most likely, in order to open a box like this, you'll need the help of a talented and experienced mechanic. The purple stone twinkles with a magical fire. If you press it, you can hear a soft click from within the box, and the stone itself gets pushed into the side of the box. The top of the box is covered with a diamond coating. In the light, it twinkles like a million bright stars and looks amazingly beautiful. Alright. So we have to take it to someone for help. So we go back to the jeweler? It seems like he would probably know. Who else do we know that's... Who do we know that's an engineer? Let's try the jeweler. Alright, this way. And then up. Right? Come on now. So. Ah, you again. What do you want? I want to trade. I want to trade. You have something to sell? Well, yes. Here's a giant ruby. Look. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, what a gem, son. Holy shit, maybe 120 gold coins will be enough? No, I want more. Stop playing a fool. This gem costs much, much more. He frowns. My offer is 120 coins, and this is the last price. Fine. Alright. Let's do it. Maybe I should have kept it. We'll see. Pleasure doing business with you, Sonny. Here, take your gold. Now, what about this box? Ah, you again. What do you want? Oh, nothing. I'm leaving. Good riddance. Well. Alright. I want this crusty, dirty shield. Yep. I'll buy that shield. Novice shield. Only be careful with it. I reattached the handle to it. Hope it doesn't fall off. Hope it doesn't fall off? And try not to drop it, just in case. Wait, you want to sell me a shield that's falling apart? No way. Well, okay, it's a little broken, but you can shield yourself at least 5 times, I swear. 5 times? And you charge me 21 gold for that? Just a minute, I don't need a shield that will break just by looking at it. Yeah, well, I don't need it either. Give me back my money, or I'll complain to the Bureau. So that's how it's going to be. To hell with you. Get out of my shop, you blackmailer. Just look at him. I sell him a shield, and he's going to complain to the Bureau about it. You sold me a piece of crap. I could buy that one, too, couldn't I? Nah, it seems excessive. We'll save money. There might be something else that we'll need. Alright. Maybe there'll be actually something at the tavern, like maybe we'll have the option to buy everyone a round of drinks or something. So, who am I going to talk to about opening this box? Alright. This away. So here's our tavern. I really want to go this way. But nope, he's not ready yet. Alright, here we go. Finally, we've been waiting for you. Lou was just talking about how he was trying to fly around a dragon and it bit its own head off. Really? Looks like you're having fun without me. I want you to have fun with me, handsome, for real. Whatever, Julia. Order something and join us, Virchin. Alright, let's look around first. A pot with a slightly open lid boils on top of a glowing red-hot oven. You can order any dish in this tavern, and they'll prepare it for you as you watch. Sounds nice. There. Okay, so that's them up here. We'll save that for last. What do we got here? Oh, just another... Oh, what's the price here, I wonder? Oh, no, don't buy, don't buy. 14, okay. Not bad. A little scratched, but almost new machine selling potions. Same as standing on the stairs at the academy. There are 3 small dusty windows displaying various shaped jars of concoctions. If you want a potion, you just have to press the right button and pay 14 gold. Nah, we're good for now. Who's this, though? That guy looks really drunk. The glass of wine in his hand is shaking. To avenge the fallen, murmuring, I will destroy every magical alliance. What's going on, buddy? Oh. We can't get any details about him at this point. Maybe later. What is this weird thing you've got on your head? Well, we'll get there in a minute. Let's see what it says. Oliver notices a hole in the wall. It seems a brick was removed from the wall. But why? Is there anything in the space where it was at? Who would care about a brick? The new owner of the building wouldn't. But what was in the wall that the jeweler would need to remove before this tavern opened? Oh, good question. I need to ask him. We do. It's a long bar counter. Behind it is a cabinet made with crystal glass laden with several bottles. I wonder what the price for alcohol is. White rum, 120 gold for a bottle. Why is it so expensive? You don't understand, Oliver. This is a restaurant for the elite. Yeah, but more than 100 gold for rum is a ripoff, don't you think? That's the whole point. Even some dirty commoner off the street can afford to pay hundreds for an exotic drink every now and then. What? Other people besides nobles will spend that much money for an ordinary drink. Life is more than just economics, you know. It's about spending money on luxurious things. Well, but you want the things to be worth it. And if something isn't really luxurious, then you can make it seem like it by paying 10 times more than it's worth. That makes sense, but it's ridiculous. I mean, I understand what she's saying, but it's stupid that people can be tricked that way. She's probably right about that. It's cruel to trick people that way. If they're going to spend a bunch of money, make it be on something that's worth it. Alright, let's... There's a man entangled in wires sitting in the corner near the entrance. His eyes are closed and he's shaking a little. He's tapping his fingers to some beat on the screen on his phone. He's wearing a helmet that seems like it catches his thoughts and creates an unusual melody for everyone to hear. I've heard about those people. There's no way to learn that skill. It's a gift that you're born with. They say that they can predict the future, and they operate ancient machines better than anyone. The decade doesn't kill them. However, they don't live very long and usually die before they're 30. Oh, wow. You can easily recognize them in a crowd. They have fairly light skin, their eyes have no color, and they have no hair, even the women. See, the little details of this world. I love these things. This is very interesting. And this might not even be relevant to our main plot, but it's just added atmosphere. Oliver, are you about to leave? Yeah, I was going to try to run to the jeweler's really quick. No. Then come sit with us. Lou has such great stories. Yeah, but how much of them are real and how much of it is made up? Alright, let's go sit with him. Look at these fancy cups with these snakes along the rims. Alright, we will start by talking to our friend. Sit. You won't get mad if I sit next to Lou, will you? Knock yourself out, Dorina. It's fine. When we were walking here, he talked about the estate that his father sent him to. I didn't think that the Ottos were so rich. I'm sure that Lou's lying about where he's from. I'm just not sure why he's lying. What do you think? Would we look good together? Be honest. Not that I'm worried about it, but... Have you already tried on a white dress or what? The heat and humidity are killing me. In fact, the weather here in Kroistam really stinks. If only I could leave. Somewhere up north. Looks at Lou. Oh my, Dorina. Really? I love it here. That's probably because I met all you guys here. You're all so super. Thanks, Julia. It's too bad that I'm not as happy about meeting you. We could make a great team. Really, just listen to this. The secret supernatural club of Kroistam's Academy. Julia, do not try to enlist everyone into figuring out what happened to Mitchell, please. That's a ridiculous name. What in the world is this supernatural club you're talking about? What do you mean talking about? Ah, I get it. You still haven't heard the horrible story about the lost student. Julia, she just gotta keep bringing it up. Julia's making a big deal about the Mitchell case for some reason. Yeah, like, what even is Mitchell to you, Julia? He's nothing, right? Why are you so hooked on this? And then there are strange bouts of stunning insight. That's what bothers me the most. Yeah, she's not what she seems. Oliver really helped me. He's such a cutie. He told me so much. Just don't think that he's interested in pretending to be a detective. Your tits are what he's really interested in. Dorina! My what? Hey, why are you always fighting, girls? Cool it. Yeah, he's got a point. Both of you, knock it off. Well, actually, I guess mostly it's Dorina that's being nasty here now. What's this story about the lost student? Oh, you haven't heard? Really, really? I'll tell you, listen. Kael suddenly appears outside the window. Oh my gosh, Kael, I'm so happy to see you. Okay, sorry guys, I gotta go talk to Kael. Kael's trying to tell Oliver something. Looks like he's trying to say something, but I can't read his lips, whatever it is. Probably need. Kael whispers something else. The second word is a lot longer. I can't make out what he's trying to say. Maybe Kael's trying to say we need to talk? Let's go talk to him. Alright. I just wanted to look and see what these guys are doing. Julia tells the story to Lou. Excellent. Dorina drinks a cocktail quietly while looking at Lou and Julia. Lou listens to Julia with a bored expression on his face. Now that's good. Hopefully he's not at all interested in the story. And Dorina either. And Julia will be the only one we'll have to deal with having an overabundance of curiosity about that. Let's go talk to Kael. Buddy, let's move away from the window. She might see us. Ooh, this is about Julia, isn't it? She? Who is she? What are you doing here? No, remember he looked at her like there was something weird about her. He knows. On the roof, you said you were really tired and need to go home, but now I'm risking my neck to save you. Oliver, please don't interrupt. Listen. Never seen Kael so scared and agitated. Calm down. What's wrong? It's Julia, Oliver. Julia? I have a bad feeling about this. You think that she's just a simple-minded fool from a poor provincial family, but it's not true. Well, no, there's clearly more going on. If you know what it is, let's hear it. Julia's a bureau inquirer. Ah, crap. She's got to know that it's us that killed Mitchell. I'm sure she knows. So why isn't she acting on that knowledge? What? Clint Rader, Mitchell's father, went to the bureau last night to report that his son is missing. This morning, Julia arrived, and they gave Mitchell's case to her. That's why she's so stuck on it. Okay, Yep, that totally makes sense. Kael, why didn't you say something before? Because I'm not supposed to say anything. It's top secret, damn it. Yeah, this is what he was so nervous about, huh? No one can know, and I wasn't going to say anything, but Julia seriously suspects you. With good cause. Perhaps you've noticed how she keeps trying to get close to you, but I can't take it anymore. Although I'm probably worried about nothing. You don't have anything to do with it, right? Kael, you're my friend, and I will totally confide in you. Oliver, say something. There you are, handsome. Don't interrupt. I am talking to my friend. Did you decide to run away from me? Shame on you. Oh, you're here too. You're Kaeldomian, right? Yeah. It's too bad you weren't in there with us, Oliver. I offered to go catch some ghosts, but they all refused. If you were there, you could have convinced them. No, I wouldn't have. Oh, yeah. Lou told me some great advice about Mitchell. He said that if you want to understand how criminals think, then you need to think like a criminal. Julia. He said it's like a game or something. One of us will be an inquirer, and one of us will be the killer. This does not sound like a fun game at all. Let's play, Oliver, but I want to be the detective. You're not opposed to being the bad guy, right, handsome? No, I think this is... Oh, boy. But what's more suspicious? If she already knows it's us, is it more suspicious if we refuse to be the bad guy? Probably. But if we agree to be the bad guy, is she going to wheedle out more information that we don't want her to have? Okay, let's try and we'll do it. Alright, I'll play with you. You'd keep bugging me if I didn't. Obviously, Julia's testing me. I'd like to know how serious Julia is about suspecting me. Let's just assume that she knows a lot about Mitchell's death. The question is not whether I should lie when telling the story. The question is how much I should lie. So let's start. Mitchell is still alive. I, the Inquirer, am sitting in the bureau in my little room and am waiting for something to happen. You're the killer. What are you going to do? Now that I know that Julia is a bureau officer, I perceive all of her naivety, stupidity quite differently. Yeah, it's an act. All this time she was playing and deceiving me, and I believed it. I don't know what she was thinking, but I shouldn't have underestimated her. I need to carefully select my words. Perhaps before killing someone, I need a motive? Yeah, if it's not a spur-of-the-moment thing. Yes, you're right. So, why did you want to kill Mitchell? So what do you want to do? To hide a secret. How much do I tell her, though? We argued to rob him. This might be exposing way too much, but didn't we already mention to her? I would have needed a really good reason to kill him. What would happen if Mitchell had found out one of my secrets, and killing him was the only way out? Oh, I didn't think about secret. What kind of secret? Crap. Today, you said that the killer had help from a demon. Maybe Mitchell saw the demon, and I didn't have a choice. Yes, exactly. Everybody knows that if you have an aberrant, it's punishable by death. Oh boy. Letting Julia get so close to the truth is risky. On the other hand, any inspector who's looking for a killer would never expect him to tell the truth. Okay, let's move on. You've decided to kill him. What next? What? If I've decided to kill him, wouldn't I have killed him? No, not that fast. I'm the Inquirer. I mean, I'm playing the Inquirer. Uh-huh. And I want to know how you would do it. Remember something important. This morning, when I met Julia on the stairs, she said, obviously Mitchell was killed in a secluded place, or else everyone would have known about the murder immediately. These stairs are the only place where it could have happened, even though there are many places that are secluded here. I was so amazed at the logic of her chilling conclusion that I missed one small detail. This is important. Julia's convinced that the murder was planned out. She thinks that killing Mitchell on the stairs was part of the plan. Yeah, it was totally an accident. Of course, there's no plan at all. Julia ensnared herself with her own brilliant logic. I need to use that against her. Do you know what I'd do next? I'll tell you. Well, she's already convinced that it was the stairs. Outside, but this is, I'm wondering, she said there, of course there's other secluded places. So wouldn't outside be better? Oh, we'll chance it. Kill him outside. I would wait until he went home. I would ambush him and kill him outside. No, wait. Wasn't Mitchell killed on the stairs? Let's assume that he was killed on the stairs, okay, handsome? Alright, then I would use the stairs. I really want to kill Mitchell, and this is how I would plan to do it. I would use some pretext to lure Mitchell onto the stairs where no one can hear us. Then I would kill him. Then what? Now Mitchell's body's lying on the stairs and you need to hide it. What do you do? Well, we already know that the person used a demon, so we might as well. Well, I have a demon, right? I would summon it and command it to hide the body. Oh, well, of course. That would be the most obvious way to get rid of the body. For some reason, I'm really confused. Yep, totally confused. Honestly, I don't know what her intentions were for playing this game. To demonstrate her power? Or was she trying to verify her hypothesis or intimidate me? Or was she just looking for the truth? I want to believe that my answers didn't cause her to be even more suspicious. I just kept thinking and thinking, but I still don't understand anything. This stupid game didn't help me at all, but thanks anyway. Yes. Okay. Whew, looks like I weathered the storm. My answers didn't cause Mrs. Inquirer to become suspicious. Okay, good. So we gave her enough truth. But I can't relax. I can't forget for a moment that she's a Bureau Inquirer and that I'm her prime suspect. Oliver, let's go back to the tavern. It's so boring without you. I'm hanging out with Kael. Ugh. Kael, you come too. Don't make me drag you by force. Well, I guess we're gonna go into the tavern. Another one of her games? Is it one of her cunning plans? Whatever, I'll make it look like I didn't understand anything. And go with you to figure out how to defeat you. Alright, so here we are again. Ta-da! We're back. Yeah, we didn't miss you. Thanks, Lou. Lou, your idea about the game was stupid. It was a waste of time. Oliver, tell him. It wasn't about the game. It's about how you get into things that are way over your head. Really? What's wrong with that? I just love secrets. You can always try to figure out Oliver's secrets. He doesn't share them with girls he doesn't know. I never would have thought that Darina would have been so offended. I guess I didn't know her very well. Sorry, Darina. I didn't know if I could trust you with anything. Oh, yeah. Oliver, that's a great idea, don't you think? Yeah, Oliver, come on. Go ahead. Spill your guts to your new friends. You guys tell some secrets first, then maybe I will. Am I the only one who doesn't know what's going on? I want to know. Waiter, more cocktails, please. Oliver? I was 8 years old when Christian Orvid killed my mother. He's the man who would later adopt me. Well, that's a great story. We should drink to that. To your health, Fertrin. Show a bit more tact. Yeah, that is pretty... Come on. Well, but what do we expect from this guy? Whoever he really is. Oh, come on. Oliver, continue. Your manners are too rude for you to be an auto. You have a strange accent. People from the north talk differently. For 10 years, I've been looking for evidence to prove that Christian took part in murdering my mother, and in those 10 years, I haven't found anything. And just yesterday, Kael called me and said that he found something in the bureau. Oop. Kael turns pale and looks at Julia quickly. Tread lightly here, Oliver. We don't want to get Kael in trouble. The ring wasn't evidence. It was just part of the case. That's it. And the other things, they were about to throw them away. The ring? Oh, is it pretty? The ring once belonged to my mother. I used the label that was stamped on the ring to find the jeweler who made it. He told me that my mother and Christian were in the archive and made some sort of deal there, so I went to the archive. Logical. Oh, I drank my cocktail. Dorina, can you order me another round? He drinks quite a bit, huh? Don't you have any money? No, he doesn't, because he's not really an auto. I used to, but I spent it all yesterday. I don't know how to save. I noticed. That's already the third drink that you've ordered. Okay, I'll buy you another cocktail. When did Dorina start worrying about money? Well, things aren't going well for her family now, so... Tell us more, handsome. I found some documents in the archive. I found out that my mother sold me to Christian in order to pay her for our family's debt. But after my father committed suicide, she went crazy and couldn't remember anything about the deal. My guardian often approached her and talked with her, but in the end he decided to kill her. Scary. That isn't like a mystery, but it's still scary. But something doesn't make sense with your story, Oliver. Uh-oh. Here she goes. I see those eyes. According to paragraph 116, a murder that was committed in order to restore one's legal right to something is perfectly legal. And there was a legal agreement that was made between your mother and your guardian, which is attested to by the sales agreement. Okay, so I guess it was a legal murder, but what, am I supposed to just be okay? Oh, well, it was legal for you to murder my mom, so all right. Come on. In that situation, Christian Orvid is the victim. The law's on his side. He killed somebody. Is there no other way? Could he not have, appealed to the law to get his sales contract enforced and not just shown up and killed my mother? It's strange you didn't think of that before you started your investigation. I didn't know that there was a sales agreement first, Julia. I forgot to mention something. I have proof that Christian's shadow demon committed the murder. So those stories are true. I thought that the Orvids didn't have any shadows, so it isn't a myth. Really? That doesn't change anything. No inspector from the Bureau would take on a case that would reveal Orvid family secrets. Okay, so clearly you don't care about it, but... Come on, Julia, do you really expect me not to care? If you want to send him to jail, then you need support from a powerful family. You should ask for help from someone from your mother's family, or another Vertran. Keep in mind that the family should be quite influential if it's going to contend with the Orvids. If you can't find anyone, you should forget about it. Am I really that powerless? Yeah. I mean, listen to her. This is a lady from the Bureau. The Bureau does not care. They consider Orvid a victim in all of this somehow. 10 years of waiting, rummaging through the archive, and Kael risking his life for my sake. All of that was in vain? You call that evidence, my boy? I'm sorry, but it wouldn't be enough evidence even if you were pretending to be a detective. You know, that's why Christian was able to just disregard everything we'd come up with. He was so right. Christian knew that I was powerless against him. The ring, the Hirschblad letters, the silhouette of the shadow reflected in the amber, and all those stupid newspaper cutouts about dead noble kids are all junk. They aren't worth anything. No, don't. They're still worth something, Oliver. This is a setback, but there's more to this story. You've got to dig deeper. Do like she said. Find another noble house. Find someone to support you. Go to the Hirschblad. Talk to your mom's family. Wait, the newspaper cutouts about the dead kids. Now I understand. Julia, I know how to make other nobles help us. Oh, yeah, because we can tie that all in. So we don't know what happened to those kids for sure, but those families want to know what happened to their kids. Yeah. There was a file in the archive that belonged to the Orvids. I found an old bag in it with newspaper clippings, and they all talk about kids from different families who went missing years ago. Afterwards, they were all found dead. I don't understand. I didn't understand at first too, Jay, but the clippings were all from different years. All of them were about dead boys from noble families. What if these kids were boys Christian couldn't adopt but wanted to? Sounds horrible. Perhaps, but Christian doesn't fool me at all. That man is a killer. He does have some sort of crazy witness within him that just wants to smack me, so yeah. Perhaps he isn't directly guilty of my mother's death, but he has blood on his hands, and I want to punish him. And you have a chance to do so. Do you still have the cutouts? Show me. I want to see them. Okay, I think this might actually be beneficial. This is a lot bigger deal than missing Mitchell Rader, right? If she can take out an Orvid. So maybe we can distract her by throwing her onto this case, and she'll let the Mitchell thing go. I need to look at the newspaper cutouts of the missing children. Oh, I did want to... Oh, nothing to inspect here. Okay. So, here's one. Julia, look here. Julia reads the obituary a long time. If I were a landmasser, I would have wanted to know who this unknown benefactor was. Perhaps it was Orvid. I think you're getting ahead of yourself. Are you sure that Bertram Landmasser's death doesn't disprove your theory? Why? Look at this picture. Even if you assume that it was taken shortly before his death, Bertram is at least 16 years old. Do you really think he's a child? But the clipping was in the bag for some reason. That means it's related to... Not so fast. You're extrapolating what happened to you to everything you've discovered in the archive. Hold your horses, Oliver, and listen to me. First, you've become a hostage of your own speculative schemes. What? You've taken the correct course of action and have made a correct conclusion, which you have based your next course of action upon. You now expect that the conclusion based upon the second course of action will be correct. However, that's not necessarily the case. The correctness of your action and conclusion are arbitrarily linked. Who can say for certain that those clippings have anything to do with Christian? Okay, we don't know for certain, but it seems likely. Perhaps they aren't connected to the Orvids at all. I've already tried to tell you this, but you didn't want to listen to me. Secondly, Bertram killed himself. Why would Christian Orvid care about the suicide of a rich son of a noble? Oh, I forgot. All those children are boys Christian couldn't adopt but wanted to. Wasn't that your brilliant hypothesis that explains everything? She's right. Why in the world did I conclude that the newspaper clippings found in the bag have something to do with Orvid? Well, the location. My guardian has lived... I meant the location of the bag and the clippings. My guardian has lived in Christham for the past 30 years. Don't you think it's strange that all those clippings talk about events that happened in the capital? It's Croystham's archive, Oliver. Of course there would only be clippings from Croystham's newspapers. She's right. So, okay, if not the location, the timing, or the only Orvid. Is he the only... Julia, there are no other Orvids in the city. Victor Orvid, who travels here to attend lower chamber sessions, doesn't count. He doesn't live in Croystham. That means that the clippings belong to Christian and no one else. It's the Croystham's archive, after all, right? Ah. Julia thinks for a long time. Okay, that's important. Your hypothesis about the children being adopted is not entirely unfounded. Let's look at the rest of the clippings. We'll return to this later. Okay. So, let's go with our dirty one next. There's a notice about it in the bag. Gross. Oliver, what is this? I think it's wax. It looks suspicious. Don't put that crap near me. Calm down, clean freak, examines the clipping. For someone who sleeps with everyone, you're real squeamish. Julia! The newspaper is quite old. It was printed more than a decade ago. The fact that it says 1577 confirms it. It says here, Terence Otto. Lou, who's Terence Otto? Oh, yeah. Who's Terence Otto, Lou? Pfft. How would I know? He's just some guy in our family. Too bad. I hoped we could figure out how old the young man was. If Oliver's theory is correct, then he should be fairly young. And that's all we got from this one? Yep, that's it. Alright, let's go this one. Here's one of the cutouts I found in the archive. Let me see. Since February 1574, we, Philip and Maria Kraftberg, have been looking for our son, Paul Kraftberg, heir of the House of Kraftberg, who is 6 years old. I remember that case. Paul Kraftberg went missing without a trace in 1574, but he was eventually found. Alive? Dead. When he was found, he had already been dead a long time. What? Another cool story? It's not really cool if someone's 6-year-old dies. Yeah, you're not the only one with good stories. I heard that they found the boy's body in the city sewer system about 9 years ago. The Craftsbergs identified him by a bracelet on his wrist. Okay, in the city sewer system. And there's that grate. Well, what happened? Did the Kraftbergs try to find the killer? Everyone came to the conclusion that it was an accident. The boy got lost in the sewers and died of starvation. How would he get lost in the sewers? All of his bones were intact. If he was in fact murdered, then the cause of death would have either been poisoning or strangling. Perhaps he just drowned. I'm not sure of all the details. I've just realized something. Put down all the papers and listen to what I have to say. Alright, what you got? Oliver, you're a big fan of taking risks. I say you take another risk. You have nothing to lose but time. And you were correct when you pointed out that all the newspaper clippings from your bag probably have something to do with Christian Norwood. I won't question you about exactly how they got there, but for now that's not important. The deaths of Landmaster, Otto, and Kraftberg are all connected to each other somehow, and most likely Orvid is the connecting link. This is what we'll do. Lou, you and Darina go to Otto and try to learn more about Terrence Otto. Why me? Because you're the Otto dummy. Is this some sort of undercover investigation? You can really help us. Ottos don't give strangers favors, but they'll help you. Alright. I'll go to the Craftsbergs. Kael will be my helper. Oliver, it says in the newspaper clipping that Professor Craze was Bertram Landmaster's teacher too. Go talk to him. Maybe he can tell you something. I want to know why Julia is so interested in my investigation. One thing is for sure. She has a reason for choosing Kael. I'm sure she does. She's probably going to try to press him for information. I don't think she's going to let go of the Mitchell thing yet, so maybe she's hoping to get information about Mitchell from Kael. But I am still holding out hope that we can distract her overall with this. I wonder why she really needs him and what her plan is. I wish I could figure it out before it's too late. Are there any other questions? Yeah, who'll pay for dinner? Right now I don't have too much money. I'll pay. Oh, no I can't. I'm a bit broke right now. Really? But you're a Lautner. Well, yeah, but... My father sometimes forgets that, Lou. Oliver, do you have some gold? I didn't even eat anything. What's up with her? I can't ever remember Darina having money problems. Well, she's got some now, Oliver. Don't... And I'm sure it's a very tough thing for her to get used to. We can help her out. She's our friend. Apparently, Alvis Lautner's death in the council took more of a toll on the family than I thought. Oh wait, never mind. I should have enough. She pulls some gold coins out of her pocket and counts them fussily. Oliver, don't take long. The faster we figure out what happened, the better. She's right. Okay. Let's take a look at everyone here. Kael is sitting apart from everyone, looking at the floor. Poor Kael. He doesn't want to go somewhere with her. Julia's lost deep in thought. Darina counts her money out loud. She seems very upset. I do feel bad for her. I know that she's the spoiled rich girl and she's flaunted her money for a while, but she's going through something rough now. The life everyone else has to deal with is catching up to her. She's realizing, she's got money problems, and she's our friend. This isn't an easy thing for her to adjust to. So I do have a bit of sympathy for her, even if she is the spoiled rich girl. Lou's sitting with his legs crossed and an arrogant and bored look on his face. He looks really drunk. Anything new from this fella? Nope. And then there's this hole in the wall. Okay. Alright, time to head out. And although we do need to go to school, I really want to try to see if I can talk to the jeweler about that hole in the wall. So, let's go do it. So. Ah, you again. What do you want? About your old shop. Listen, Vinfred, I want to talk about your old shop. What for, Sonny? A shop is a shop, but it was bigger, cleaner, and brighter than this dump. I went there today. Did you know that? Yes, I know. They opened a bar for rich sissies who want to spend too much money and fondle girls. Why should I care? I noticed something strange on one of the walls in the hall. There was a hole in it that looks like something used to be inside. Why are you bothering me, Sonny? I don't care about any walls. I work with clamps, ring stretchers, and things like that. Masons work with walls. Oh, you're not going to put me off that easy. Now get out of here. Go. Vinfred, I figured out the last time I was here that you can't keep a secret. It's written all over your face that you're lying. Now isn't that nice? You don't mince words. Okay, listen. I know what was in the wall. Happy? Kind of. Tell me what it was. What was it? I bought that building cheap. An old friend of my father moved back to the land of his forefathers when I moved to Croystam. I don't know what he did for a living, but the room he lived in was gross. He had a skull, incense that smelled like crap, and dried grass hanging all over the walls. Well, you've got a skull, or 2 or 3, 4. You got all kinds of skulls right here, so you don't have that much room to talk, but there was an altar in that wall you saw. I noticed it immediately when I moved in. And you took it out of the wall? Yeah, it gave me the jitters. When I looked at it, it scared me, and I felt shivers run down my spine. I can't stand sorcery and witchcraft. Damn abomination. I couldn't stand it anymore. I took a knife and cut it out of the wall and put it in my closet. I'd like to see it. Want to see? Damn, what's wrong with you? This isn't your home, you know. Wants me to take him to the altar. Where did this jerk come from? Okay. Wait just a second while I go to my workshop. I took it with me. Here it is. Take a look. There's a small depression on the altar's left side. What's it for? That shallow recess has a suspiciously familiar shape. I've seen something like that before. Oh my gosh, you know what this is? I have a feeling that I may need the altar. I wonder if Finfred wants to sell it. I like it. Can I buy it? You shouldn't joke about things like that, Sonny. What would happen if by touching it you cursed yourself? Well, you've already touched it. Did it curse you? In that case, you're already cursed. Well, that's quite possible. Just look at this miserable little shack. I'm definitely cursed. Still want to buy it? By all means. Only 100 gold and it's yours. Okay, I'm actually going to totally do this, because... Agreed, I'll take it. Oliver gives the jeweler 100 gold and gets the altar. Now that scary thing is yours. Don't even think about returning it. Have a good day, Sonny. Okay, so the thing about this is I'm feeling pretty positive that where are they? Our little statues go in there, right? That's an old bronze altar covered in cobwebs and dust. There are 2 indentations on the front of it. Yeah, it's gonna be for sure. It's the altar I bought from old Finfred. Shouldn't take this thing out for all to see. It's pretty quiet and deserted around the entrance to the White Circle station. I should go there and do the ritual. Alright, and we are totally going to do that. But we're going to do it next time. I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back next time. Oh, I'm really excited about this altar situation. Yeah, we're going to put our statues in it and see what happens. And then we'll get back to focusing on things and follow up on this whole case. Hopefully we can keep Julia off the scent on the Mitchell Raider thing. We'll have to see how it all turns out.